Dr. Rajendra Jagdale is an eminent technocrat and a multifaceted, multi-talented personality. He is the Director General and CEO of the Science and Technology Park, a joint initiative of the Government of India and Savitribai Phule Pune University. He is a scientist, an academician, and a successful businessman, which is a rarity. Dr. Rajendra Jagdale is a highly felicitated person, and it would be a matter of great pleasure to listen to his insightful views. If you would like to watch more such quality videos, please subscribe to Vishwashanti Darshan, a channel dedicated to world peace. Please don't forget to press the bell icon.
Honorable Dr. Vishwanath Karad and ladies and gentlemen, while coming to MIT, I thought I have been a hardcore scientist who does business. I have been a serial entrepreneur. I set up 7 companies, sold 3 companies. I managed through venture funds, one hedge fund in US. I did not know how to read balance sheet. I did not know how to read balance sheet because I'm a hardcore wildlife biologist. So from wildlife biology, botany, wildlife biology to business, this journey, is this a journey of life? I was always pondering about myself. When I purposely wrote what I do very briefly. I've been a trekker and mountaineer, wildlife photographer. I done many things that probably everybody wants to do. All this was for a quest of exploring and finding out yourself. Have I found myself? I don't think I know even minuscule of what I am. I don't think so. I have even begun the journey of exploring myself within. So I purposely chose this topic called Presence of Absence, Journey of Self-Exploration. This is not about science, even though I could give series of lectures on science. I teach in several universities abroad in Department of Law, Department of Urban Studies, Department of Sustainable Agriculture, and so on. But that's hardcore technology, science, entrepreneurship. But today I thought this is a special occasion and I could probably come one step ahead and talk about myself as a journey of my life. Not as a scientist, but as a human. So I always thought that I am very insignificantly small, a particle of dust floating in ever-expanding universe. In the scale at which we have this expanding universe, my presence is insignificant. So who I am? I always try to dive deep into unfathomable self and have not been able to explore even fraction of me. Why I started this journey? Because I'm going to come to some experience that I have which led me to this journey. Before that, let me keep the perspective. I am trying to make this as simple as possible because I know all of you are not from science background. Because initially I had thought I will go deep into science of exploration of self, go across various philosophies of various religion, and go into mathematics, physics, nuclear physics, and some of the prominent philosophies. But within the time that I'm given, about 20-25 minutes, I don't think we can dive deep into that. But very briefly, all of you know, just to keep things in perspective, you know the universe. Universe is if we accept mostly commonly accepted theories of evolution of universe, it's a Big Bang theory. Everybody accepts. And roughly you take that, by and large, people accept that 13.7 billion years, that is 1,370 crores of years, there was some highly dense condensed molecule which is atomic level, which started exploding. All the energies, whether it's electromagnetic, gravitational, and atomic, all the energies came together and exploded. The dust that was so insignificantly minuscule, it was not even an atom. It was, how much time did it take? How much time did it to explode? It was 10 raised to minus 43 seconds. 10 raised to minus 43 seconds. This gave the birth of this universe. I am coming back to our own existence and what we are. After inflation of universe and continued to expand, times passed, matter cooled, more diverse particles began to form and eventually started condensing into stars and galaxies. This initial theory was not by a scientist, was a Belgian priest. You must be knowing, those who are from physics, they would know, called Georges Lemaitre in 1920. But the first evidence came much later in 1960. And once this happens, you know that it is expanding. Something must be happening in the universe. There must be some sound, some noise. There's a clear evidence to show when universe is expanding, there is a sound. When somebody told me, you get some similar sound like oh, that is sound of cosmos. This is the sound of cosmos. It's not casual that we rhyme om. We connect ourselves not to God in front of you, but you connect yourself to the universe. You connect yourself to the universe. When that small subatomic particle can do this miracle, I have millions of cells in my body. Why? What can I do? Am I not much powerful than what I am? I went on Mount Kailash. Somebody told me that Mount Kailash we get that is 5 times. I am in Himalayan mountaineer. I have climbed Nanda Devi twice, Kailash 5 times, Kalindi once. And you do get that feel. Once you are there, you do feel the feel of cosmic energy there. Having said universe is rapidly expanding, there are millions of galaxies, we do not know how. And one of the galaxies which is in the periphery of the universe is Milky Way. And Milky Way is supposed to be one of the smaller galaxies. And we are a part of one galaxy of millions of galaxies in the periphery of the universe, which is supposed to be one of the smaller galaxies. And within the smaller galaxy, Milky Way, so far discovered more than 500 stars. One of them, and every year we are discovering more, one of them is our solar system, Sun, which is located at the middle of the not of the universe, middle of Milky Way. What is that middle of Milky Way? It's roughly about 25,000 light years from the center of this galaxy and almost equal number of light years from the peripheral rim of galaxy of Milky Way, which is in the periphery of the universe. And 25,000 light years means roughly about 2,25,000 lakh crore kilometers.